Hey guys, Luke here. Just thought I'd make another video blog to let you guys know how NavBag's going. I have come up with a logo for NavBag, as you can see in the back there. It's a little bit pixelated because I'm actually streaming this straight off my tablet, so apologies to those guys looking at this in HD. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a quick update. I've got the data license contract, and I'm just having a look over that one at the moment. I'm also in the process of getting all the insurances, like personal indemnity and public liability insurance and all that kind of jazz. So my apologies for the delay. It is taking a little bit longer than I initially thought, but it is my first crack at starting a business. So if you could forgive me, that would be great. Anyway, so let's get into it. If I go to NavBag, I'll show you where it's up to. So at the moment, I've just been kind of finishing off all of the little nice to have things. There are a few of the bigger forms that I still need to implement properly, but I'll show you through some of the little kind of tweaks and stuff that I've been doing lately. First of all the briefings are now completely fully implemented. So location briefing, area briefing, special met, the general forecast should load that one up. Yep, there we go, pops that one up. And first light, last light, wind temperature, restricted area briefing, and they all work fine. So if I go into here, I go to Brisbane, oops, don't want to do that. If I submit, fetch briefing, there we go. So that's all working fairly well. One of the other things I'll probably have to do is just kind of look at how I can use the screen a bit better, because as you can see over here, there's a whole heap of white space. So we'll go back. So all of those briefings are fine, but I showed that last time. A couple of other nice to have little things that I've done is just, you can change the order of how all your lists and everything pop up. So I can order that by type now, and I'll put all the briefings in there by type. Same thing with the save briefings. I can go into order and order them, just to make life a little bit easier. Now, as we come down here to the more complicated, exciting stuff, I have been working on the submit flight notification form, and this should be ready to go by the time all the data license contract and everything is sorted out. So I can show you this one right now. Now, I've also got to have a bit of a look. I'm not quite happy with the way this is all set out. And just how it looks on the screen, because it does look like there's just stuff everywhere. So I'll probably play around with the UI layout a little bit, and obviously I've got to go through and change it up so that it looks nice on a phone as well. I'll give it a completely different layout for the phone, but just for the moment I've only implemented the tablet version. So yeah, we've got our flight notification form, and this is what it looks like at the moment. A couple of cool things on here is, me personally, I always kind of forget what all these acronyms and stuff stand for. So just say I was typing in here, I didn't know what reg meant. I can actually click on reg, and it'll pop up with a little explanation of what's supposed to go there, and I'll make preferences so you can turn those on and off and change the length of them, how long they stay up and everything like that, because some people, I don't know, might get annoyed if they try and scroll around and it's accidentally popping up little descriptions of what all the stuff is. So yeah, that's kind of that. Submit SAR time, that'll all be ready to go. Cancel SAR time, this will work on a phone, not so much on a tablet, because you do need to call. If you click on this on a phone, it'll just take you straight to the dialer, and it will dial that one away for you. New SPFIB, all that. I haven't actually started implementing the form for those, but once I've finished the flight notification form, a lot of the back end will be very, very similar, so it shouldn't be too long until I can create that one. So that's kind of where this is at the moment. It's all looking pretty good. As far as bug testing and everything goes, it's working pretty well. There's not too many bugs in it anymore as there once was, but that's all part of the development process. So yeah, it's all kind of working pretty well. I think it's probably going to help you guys out a lot. Hopefully it makes things a little bit quicker. Go to our save briefings. Yeah, so that's pretty much how this is sitting just at the moment. Now obviously on here, It's just weather at the moment. I'm going to change one of these to NAPES or something, because now that it's not just weather, it's the flight notification and everything as well. It's kind of more a NAPES type thing instead of just weather. A couple of other things I'm looking at implementing in the future, which won't come out with initial release, navigation and maps, which I'm sure a lot of you would probably be fairly excited to see, and I have got a little bit of a test app to show you a bit later as a bit of a teaser if you want to see that. I was also thinking of doing things like weight and balance and like an acronym dictionary and just like converters and all that kind of stuff. So I really want this to be a one-stop shop for all of your aviation needs. Now the way I'm looking at doing this as a payment model is it will be in-app subscriptions. So to unlock, say, the NAPE side of things, it'll be either a monthly or an annual subscription. If you do it like an annual subscription overall, it'll be a little bit cheaper. And the screen's just turned off there. And to unlock each of these different functionalities, it'll be a different subscription. Just because the way I have to pay for royalties and data licenses and everything, it's all very modular. So I figured instead of making the whole app a massive, huge price that you have to fork out and you only wanted to use a little bit of it, it's better just to kind of knock it down and do it in, unlock the different functionality for just the functionality that you need. So I will show you. Now this is more just a proof of concept kind of thing, but I thought some of you might be interested to see what I've been kind of working on when I get a little bit tired of working on NavBag, is this. Now this is just a normal map, and I will come over here. I've got some test data, and keep in mind this is very kind of in alpha at the moment. If I go down here to Rockhampton, let's look here a bit more. And if I hit this magic button down here, oh yeah, pops up with the VFR maps. And you can kind of move around it just like you normally would. You can do cool things like pan and tilt, so I can tilt it and look around, all this kind of different stuff. I've got to kind of make this a little bit better. You can see it takes a little while to load and stuff like that. But if I move this around, it was more just a proof of concept to see if I could overlay all the VFR maps on a Google map. And I can switch back and forth. So I got a button and you can see everything lines up there nicely. So yeah, that's kind of what I imagine the next stage of NavBag will be, is maybe knocking that out. If you guys have got any suggestions as to whether you prefer I maybe work on weight and balance and stuff first, or whether I kind of work on this first once I finish all the NAPE side of things, let me know in the comments. And I think we'll probably leave it at that.